Hi guys, welcome to your monthly reading. It's been a while. Thank you so much for your patience. This reading is for my beautiful, amazing, sensitive Cancers. And I'm so sorry I didn't get to you guys last month in September. However, that's why I'm starting with you. Well, you're the second one I've done. I started with Leo because I left off with Virgo. So Leo, then Cancer. Yay! Anyway, let's jump right in. You guys know I like to get started. But before I do need to promote myself, which I never do. Come on, Janelle. So, super quickly, if you'd like a personal reading, you can find my information in the box below. If you'd like to donate, you can also find that information in the box below. And also, I've decided to do daily readings and weekly readings via the community post tab. So just go to my channel and check the community channel tab, and you'll see dailies and weekly readings. Anyway, let's jump in to your monthly reading. Yay! All right, Cancer. So far what I'm seeing for you is that the month of October is going to be a return to self, but not a return to self. So, for example, if you're a woman or you're really a feminine energy watching this, you're actually going to be turning to the masculine side. Okay, so what does that mean? In fact, it came up 2 times. One time, Power of the Divine Masculine, and then here, the actual masculine card. So what I'm seeing is you've taken care of one side, so to speak. Now it's time to turn to the other side. Now, something was coming in for somebody or people who actually may be dealing with actual cancer in the body, or have probably come through it. I'm seeing some of you. Okay. All right. Personal's coming in. Okay. So, if you actually have cancer or had it or dealing with it, I'm seeing that either you are going to be transcending it, like working through it physically, like it's going to be out, or you're done and you're turning to other things in your lives now to start focusing on that. That's what the masculine signifies. But for those of you who maybe still have it, still have cancer in the body or are dealing with it, I'm seeing that you're still going to be turning your attention and transcending it in the sense of, yes, I still have it in the physical, but I don't need to have it in the non-physical. And that's interesting because I'm seeing the card, imagination card, coming in here with the mystery card. Mystery coming first and then imagination. For everybody, and I'll revisit this, for everybody, regardless of your circumstances, whether or not you have cancer or not, as a sign or as the physical ailment, what I'm seeing is that for the month of October, you are being encouraged to enjoy delving into the mystery of the future and having pure imagination about it. They're saying, you know what? Imagine your best life. If I could pull miracle cards here, like if I had an oracle deck that had miracles, I wouldn't be surprised if it came out, because I just feel like that's what they're saying. Listen, nobody knows the future, so you might as well hope for the best and put it out there for the best. All right, so that being said, let's get started. For this month, October 2019, Cancers, you are coming into master healing. So as I'm seeing master healing, it's not just about physical body healing. It's about bringing in knowledge from beyond. Knowledge that you already possess, but that and some of it will be knowledge you don't possess. So I'm seeing interstellar knowledge coming into you. And I'm seeing that more so than, like, usually when we see that knowledge coming in, there's this idea that it comes through you and you produce. This month, it's more going to be like awakening to this, having that information be shown to you. And so you're going to be more like processing it, getting to know it, like not even getting to know it, it's just like, ooh, imagine somebody took you aboard their spaceship and they were just showing you all these buttons, this is how that works. Then that moment you're just receiving and you're kind of like, you're not in a position yet to do anything with that knowledge. I feel that that's where you're going to be in the month of October. So yes, I'm seeing that a lot of this is going to translate into healing for the body. So for those of you who are having some kind of illness in the body, physically or whatnot, and maybe even in the mind, but I'm seeing physical, there's got to be a physical part to that. I'm seeing that the knowledge coming in for you is going to be, it's almost like I'm thinking of in the computer codes. It's going to be, I guess we can think about codes. You're bringing in, thank you, Spirit, DNA codes like that. They're going to encode the body in a way, and the mental field and the energetic field in a way that's going to translate, first of all, transmute energies negative energies, but also translate into better healing, better consciousness, better feeling. I'm feeling you guys being lifted into more of a stellar, a cosmic, a star. I don't want to drop the word star seed. I don't want to, because I know that like triggers a lot of people, but a constellatory, more like a starry kind of feeling, okay? And that's what I'm seeing. Cosmic might be the best word. So I'm seeing that you're going to be going through some kind of alchemical situation this month, in a month of October. Okay, let's move on. So, yeah, give me one sec. Let me take a quick look. I'm seeing some mirroring in some of the cards here. So first of all, see that in the month of October, you're going to be receiving information. So again, we're coming back to this healing information that's going to help you to plug up any leaks in the energy field, any disease, dis-ease, you know, any disease that's going on. Look at this woman here. She actually thinks she's normal. She's like normal, like I'm going through, I'm doing my own thing. Yeah, I'm whatever, I'm bowling, I'm having fun. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with me. But look at that leak that's coming from her leg, her thighs and whatnot, right? So this is an energetic situation that needs to be healed. I'm seeing once again this message of healing coming through for the month of October for you. So if you're watching this and you're like, weirds, this has nothing to do with me, I'm definitely seeing there's some people who would watch this and maybe even tune out of the reading because they feel it's not for them, but actually it is for you. And don't worry, if you do decide that you want to tune out and do something else, you're still going to be receiving the master healing that's coming through for you, that's going to be working on an energetic code level that's going to translate into better health. Some of you will sense this when it's coming in. It might feel like a quickening of some sort. You may actually feel downloads. You might be like, whoa, I feel like I'm getting, where's this rush of energy coming from? Some of you may perceive of that. That's interesting. Moving on to the next card. See this person with the third eye? I'm seeing that some of you coming to this reading, you're in heartbreak. You're either in heartbreak or you're dealing with some kind of fallout or some kind of energetic failure. I'm getting in this top eye, energetic failure. I honestly, there are definitely viewers in this, for this video, that are dealing with real diseases in the body. There's something going on in the physical body that says it's energetic failure, but I'm seeing this going to be repaired. Oh, thank you. Oh my God. Spirit literally said overnight. As I'm saying that, I'm seeing that again, I'm seeing some of you that this message you may feel is not for you. And for some of you who are here, and you, especially at this part when you're hearing this, it may not be for you, but it's for somebody else who will not have a chance to see this video. So I'm being guided to let you know to please pray for those people, say their names, and ask for these codes to be generated for them as well and to apply for them. And that would be your purpose in seeing this video. God bless you, right? And no good deed goes unloved. Okay, see how we finished that ending there? So for those of you who will be paying it forward, so to speak, and getting the names of your loved ones and that guy from work, Jim in in accounting that you don't really know too well, but you heard is going through something, yeah, call his name out, call these people's names out and ask them to be able to receive these codes, this energetic repair. This is repair coming in, and it's straight up coming from the stars. I'm really feeling that, okay? They need it, and that's why you're here for this reading, but you're also going to get something out of it as well. So I'm seeing that, okay, they're saying this is an act of love and an act of compassion. I'm seeing a hand right here coming in and literally pulling out cancers, tumors, fibroids, whatever it is that you feel is going on, energetic patterns that are disturbing you, heartbreak. Some of you are dealing with heartbreak. Whatever this is, I'm getting the word spaghetti, carbohydrates, starch, whatever stuff is going on in the body that is like, oh, excuse me, I almost cursed. I mean, I'm just going to say whatever comes to mind because the spirit works that way. Whatever's fucking up your body, whatever is messing around in your body, it's coming out. I'm seeing swimming. So for some of you, they're going to ask you to go swimming. They're going to ask you to connect. There will be some toys you might be playing with, like whether they're little thingamajigs, joysticks, old school, get it old school. But what I'm seeing is they might distract you so that they can do this stuff on you. Diaries, I'm hearing diary entries. You might feel like writing. They might say write a letter. You might be like, I'm gonna write a letter. I'm not gonna deliver it, but I'm gonna write it anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna burn it. Okay, I'm not gonna burn it because what if I burn down my house? I'm just gonna do it on my word processor and then like delete it and not even save it. Whatever it is, this quote unquote distraction is like turning you around so they can do the energetic repair, the codes on you. Why? Because they need your conscious mind out of the way. As I'm saying that, I'm seeing this eye. This is the sick eye. I'm seeing this eye rejuvenating. It's like it's got life in it. It's got life in it. And then this eye looks like shut down, closed, quiet. This eye is signifying the emergency shutdown, not emergency, but shutting you down, your conscious mind, so you're not aware of it. So some of you may not be aware of it, but some of you may feel it, okay? And then this eye is like zzz. I'm just seeing, like, imagine like your body just like zzz, every part of it being lit up by these codes, these energetic codes. So I'm definitely seeing some major healing. Now I'm seeing mirroring right here. In mirroring, this is a zoom in actually. This is more of a zoom in. Let's go ahead and put this. The mirroring is between these two. See how these two look alike? But this is a zooming in of the face here. This is, again, somebody here, or at least one person is going to be like, oh, this isn't for me. Like, I feel cool. I'm good. Like whatevs. And they may be, but there's something in that energy field that you are going to be receiving. So I'm seeing, for some of you, this is downloads. This is a download of yourself. I'm seeing some of you will be getting healing in the private part area. I'm hearing gonads. I'm just hearing that there's going to be some healing in that area down there. But either way, they're saying tears, all sorts of tears, all sorts of stuff. But I'm seeing this is like your template coming in over you. Okay? So this is master healing. Oh, great, master healing. That card literally. And it literally, like, I put it at an angle. I never do these cards at an angle, but this is the way it is for you guys. So I'm feeling very, very, very crystalline. I want to say crystalline grid because they're like co-locations, but this is template level work. And they're going into your template, your genetic template, your energetic template. And I feel like I remember that being on the 5th level of the field, but dear God, IDK. But they're going to be working with that. They're going to be placing your template in its original healthy construction over this. Now, as we zoom in, this is, the love and the healing that I'm seeing for this person. All right, so let's put that little guy back there. Cutes. Okay. Let's move over here. I'm also seeing mirroring here. I'm like hearing my voice soften. Do you hear my voice soften now? This is, Spirit talks through me sometimes, so if you just listen to the tone, sometimes it's not me, it's just I'm reflecting the tone and intonation of the reading energy flow. I'm feeling a softening here. For some of you, this is going to be, you're going to feel like you're being loved, like something is going to be loving this healing through you. Because as I picked up this card, I saw these two kind of connected, master healing and this. This is a woman, a female energy. This is whether it's manifest or not, whether it's physical or not, blowing into you, the tree, this form, and look at it, it's just healing you. And look at you receiving. Just receiving. It feels great. So imagine that, right? So you see the mirroring here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's mirroring here. There's a very feminine feeling to that healing that I'm getting. Ooh, feminine feeling to that healing. All right, hold on. Let me just take a quick sip. Excuse me. I also feel like some of that, as I went to take a sip, I saw the word saint, and the intuition came to me that for some of you, this feminine healing is going to be a female saint. Hold on one second. Take a sip. Which is pretty cool. That being said, remember that I'm feeling like this turning to the masculine here, in a sense of turning to the other half, the other side of you. So for some of you, the other part of you is going to be those parts that you've neglected, whatever it is. It doesn't necessarily have to be your masculine counterpart, like who's in physical form. It doesn't have to be. should I do these guys yet? Okay. Okay, yes. So I pulled these 2 cards, God bless. And the cards that I pulled say balance and time. So what this tells me for the month of October, dear Cancer, you are going to be asked to bring yourself more into balance. Well, look, we've got some feminine energy and we've got masculine. This is balance you're being asked to do. You're being asked to turn to the other half of you, whatever that is, and it's going to be for healing and transmutation. So time as well. So please allow for divine timing to step in. Oops. I feel that's significant also for some of you who may still be battling cancer or some kind of physical ailment. Even if you're still going through it, and you will be, please know that all wounds heal in time, whether in a physical or non-physical. They're saying all of this disease, all of this healing and disease and healing and disease and healing and disease, it's balanced, it's coming into being. So when you are dealing with any disease, whatever, it's dis-ease in the body, in the field. And so what's happening is it's being expressed for the sake of bringing greater balance to the soul. So this is all about balance, and sometimes it takes time to do that. And I don't usually like to read the cards, because I'm in Aries and I'm impatient, but I'm going to read these here today because I feel that maybe it has some meaning for somebody. So please listen and listen for the words. Okay, so balance. The structure of your daily spiritual life must be built on a strong foundation in the physical world. Much like a pillar of selected shaman stones, balanced carefully, one on another. Here are the shaman stones, by the way. Sometimes you see it when you go hiking. People build those little stones. For whatever reason they build it. Take care of your body through diet and exercise. Express your strength in acts of power and bring greater awareness to the exchange of money. First of all, I want to jump in there because I felt, when I said take care of your body through diet and exercise, I feel like for some of you that is going to literally be the way that you are going to be able to ground this stellar energy coming through. Stellar of the stars, this constellatory energy. It's very cosmic. It's very intergalactic. It's coming through for you, and for you to ground it, they need you to change certain things in the physical body as well, which could be diet. Like, for example, I'm not saying this, I'm not getting this, but for example, they might direct you to stop eating meat. Why? Because meat carries a certain vibration and it could obstruct whatever the codes are that they're bringing in. You're going to have water, lots of water-based things as well, to help you to help that energy transmit through you and through your field. Exercise as well could be a physical way of releasing tensions and releasing toxins and chemicals, all of which may serve to stop this process. Thank you, God. I'm getting that for some of you, this is also about getting you ready for spiritual service, okay? So whenever I hear spiritual service come into the conversation, I decide I'm going to open this up for anybody, and I'm going to add it to a playlist that I have on my channel. So if you know that you need to go into spiritual service and you're wondering about it, or if you're wondering, I compile any videos that have to do with instructional things related to that into that playlist. So just check it out. I forgot what it's called, something about getting ready for spiritual service. So I'm going to add this to that as well, that canon. So I'm feeling that, yes, these energetic codes are going to come in, and part of this meeting, both of those words, I meant to say reading, but then the word meeting came out. Okay, thank you, God. They're acknowledging that they're literally pulling you in, viewer, because you have a contract. And you need to hear this. Thank you, spiritual contract. So part of this meeting/reading is to tell you to get your body ready to ground this information, okay? This energetic coding. Anyway, so here we go. Some of you may already have a practice. I'm getting that. Some of you may already have a spiritual practice that you do, energetic work, body healing, crystal stuff, whatever it is that you do, tarot reading, whatever it is that you do. If you're getting this reading, then it's because they need you to make some changes in the body, make some changes in the field. They're upgrading you or they're clearing you, whatever. It's to make you a better channel, they're saying. All right, so let's continue. So express your strengths in acts of power and bring greater awareness to the exchange of money. Protect and nourish your family being not only blood family, but people who you're leading, your flock, right? And express your integrity by bringing balance into society and nature. Then you will be prepared in the physical realm for higher spiritual learning. Oh, boom, there it is. Your being is a spirit lodge, the foundation of which is rooted in physical manifestation, strong against the storms, along the trail to higher consciousness. So don't forget also your body is your being is a spiritual lodge. I'm feeling it's also a house in which, I don't even know what preposition to use, because it's an energetic thing, in which, upon which, through which, for which, by which, of which, probably by which and of which, your flock or people, your disciples, your students, the people you will be leading will be coming to you, through you. See, it's an energetic thing I can't even express. The preposition are earthly prepositions. So they're asking you to strengthen that energetic field so that these people can be housed within you, within your field, within your consciousness. So to take power, make your spirit available. Boom, there it is. Then take your power and bring your physical and spiritual natures into balance. We see the feminine, we see the masculine here. Master healing. What's better master healing than really being about balance? All right, time. Let's look at this timing element. I knew I needed to read these. Okay. What is it about time that gives it such power? The power to change all that exists back into dust. Okay, yeah. What is this unseen force akin to the wind? A force that can shape the land as well as our lives. Learn to play with time. A surreal element like fish swimming in treetops. Ooh, beautiful. That is pretty surreal. Let's take a look. Treetops, we're on the ground and we're looking up at these trees. They're going up into the sky. And look at these cute little fish. It's very surreal, okay? This guy's like, where am I? Ding. All right. Learn to play with time, a surreal element like fish swimming in treetops. A person of power knows how to arrange time. May I just jump in and say that a person of power also knows that there is no such thing as time in the linear sense. So it's not so much about arranging as weaving in and out. I'm getting a very October, autumn, witchy feeling as I'm saying this. So somebody's watching, or there's some guides here that are acknowledging that. I also feel acknowledged to say August and autumn is all about time. So not sure what that means, but it's coming through me, and it feels very witchy, very, I don't want to say just Wiccan, very witchy, the energy. It's kind of like, oh God, it's very connected. It's almost like connected to time. They're saying time travel is very, very possible during this time. Well, it's very possible in general, okay? But they're saying that if there are any of you experimenting with time travel or wondering about time shifts or doing anything like that, now is the season to do so. It's autumn, okay? And I'm being directed to this yellowing, like yellow coloring even. So call upon your guides, your master guides, they're saying. They're saying do not just call upon any guide, because many people can, gallivant in your spirit field, in your energy field, saying they're guides, but they're low-level guides, a lot of them. They haven't been through the rigors, they haven't come through the end, they haven't understood. The ones that talk a lot are, maybe lower, so they're saying to call upon your master guides if it is time travel that you seek, if it is time reparations, repairing. So some people who heal, this is some people have spiritual work where they heal and they do not even need to take disciples. They don't interface with people in an everyday way, like maybe tarot or body healing. Their healing is sitting down somewhere in their workshop or their space, and they go through time and they repair. So for example, what they do, and I'm learning this right now too, by the way, so I'm just telling you, what they do is they enter into time at certain times. They know how to do this. It's their being. They enter into time and they create energetic shifts in the way that they know how to do it. it's a very conscious thing, like how I'm consciously sitting here knowing that I'm reading for you. There are consciously people who are time travelers, they're time shifters. You can think of them as time doctors. They're medical technicians in the time sense. Medical technicians, oh, interesting. Thank you. Cool. They say they're the ones who work miracles. When you perceive of a miracle, like, oh my God, I woke up tomorrow and today, and it's like, what? I'm healed. I'm this. That's them going through time and creating the conditions through which these healings can seep through and manifest into different times in the present, in the past, whatever. But I'm seeing that there's some of them who go back in time and heal events. They heal energetic events. And maybe this is why for some people they transcend those moments. For example, there are some people, because the word reparations came out earlier. There are some people who are still fighting the good fight, so to speak, for reparations when it comes to slavery in the United States, right? Totes understand. And there are some people who have, they may be black, but they're no longer hooked into that. They're no longer tuned into that, and there may be opinions about them on earth, whatever, or it just doesn't make its way into their daily life. Those people, for example, some of them may be repressing and not paying attention, blah blah blah, but there are some of them who have transcended that. That for them, that timeline has been healed. So there's no longer an attraction to it. There's no longer, and though you will know who you are, because there's no longer a desire to run towards it or a desire to run from it. That's when you know something's karmic. Like, you're just attracted to it. Anytime you're like, I don't get why, that's first of all, that means there's something there that's still a place of attraction. But there's some who it just doesn't register on a Richter scale. So I hope I'm not losing some of you guys. I get the privilege to feel the energy and feel the information as it's brought to me, so it logically makes sense. But I can understand how someone just listening in would be like, what the hell is this woman talking about? God bless, I'm learning too, right? So just anyway, my point is, there's some of you who are watching who do this time work already. There's some of you who are in need of miracles. You're asking for miracles, so acknowledge this time work is possible. So you can pray for that. Boom, once again, use that imagination. If you're in need of healing and you would like to do that. I'm also seeing, oh my God, so much. I'm also seeing that for some of you, you're being called to do mystery school stuff. This is mystery school stuff. Literally, it was a mystery to me before, like a few minutes ago when I first started talking about this. So I think it's a time for some people to become privy to this information. Who gives it to you? It will come, it will be birthed, it will be opened up onto you within your consciousness. The same way that we woke up one day and we're like, oh my God, I'm looking at these cards and they seem to tell a story. I'm going to tell it to my friend. And it's right, it's your story. And now I know that I can do that. It's just one of those things. So I'm definitely going to put this in the spiritual service canon, because that I have on my channel, because this is definitely for some of you guys. And actually, I might have mentioned this before, but I do all sorts of readings, obviously. But my specialty, as Spirit says, is going to be working with people coming into spiritual service. So I see a lot. So anyway, I guess it makes sense to start building that. So if this is you, hopefully you know where you are. Anyway, let's continue. God bless. So a person of power knows how to arrange time. All right. So we see how that can mean anything. Put on your watch and be aware of the time at which you do everything. Strange, I actually just bought a watch 3 days ago, and I never even used watches. In fact, I forgot to put it on. Watch the sun, the moon, the transit of the stars. Find out the time, and I feel moved to say that they say to watch the sun, the moon, the transit of the stars. But when you're in this timing control, when you can move in and out of time, you don't even need to watch it. You feel it, you know it, you just know what time it is, because you know that time is not linear. You know that you move to a different time. All right, it's not gonna be this, because this ceases to I'm sorry, this is the watch I'm seeing. This ceases to make sense the minute you get off of this planet. All right, so imagine if you can move in and out of time already. Like, it ceases to exist. Imagine we look up at the sky and we see constellations and we know the Big Dipper and Little Dipper, right? But the minute we get off of this planet, the arrangements change depending on our position in the sky. No longer, we're like, oh, the Big Dipper, where is it? I can't find it, because things have changed based on your vantage point. So people who do work with time and manipulate it and play with it and do all sorts of stuff, they are literally moving to a different time frame. It's not linear. It's a lot of balance, a lot of everything. Anyway, I can just go on talking about this, but I'm gonna go here. Where was I? Find out the time that Venus is lowest in the sky before dawn. Be aware. Oh, with that, I'm getting that even people who can control time and work with time. I'm being guided to say, okay, I'm being guided to say that a lot of you who are here watching this video and for whom this section really resonates, some of you may be invited to work with government bureaus, secret societies. I'm really feeling FBI, things like that. They're saying there's a higher service for you. So if you're watching, there's higher service for you. One where you're untouchable, you're uncontrollable, but you will have had the spiritual training and, to not abuse that. So they're saying don't ever feel mixed in with that level of crowding. You're not required to work with anybody to do this kind of thing. You work with yourself and with the power of God, with balance, masculine, feminine. And to reach this level of mastery, that means you have mastered the ego in many ways as well. You don't get swayed, okay? So if you find yourself working with the FBI or working with CIA or just whatever, or any other time shift authorities, they're saying any of those people, those groups, and actually I don't know these groups, but I'm just channeling the message. Any of those groups, they're saying this is your call to service, okay? Because I do want to say this, people, they do monitor these things, okay? So this is your call to service and you'll know who you are. I'm just seeing that. They're saying this is a gift. You will slip out. They're saying you'll slip out and you will be safe to work and do this stuff, all right? Anyway, let's move on. They're saying that's if you shift into this higher power. Because remember, these two are mirroring. This is mirroring. This is the higher template that replaces this. All right, boom. All right. Okie dokie pokes, okie dokie pokes. One sec. Alrighties, where are we? Okay, now you can definitely see that's my voice because I'm like the alrighties, where are we? Alright, okay. Be aware of your physical cycles when you get hungry, when you sleep. Our society is obsessed with time. So now, become time. This is exactly what I'm saying. And I actually never read this card before, so we're there. If you're obsessed with something, it is better to explore it than to deny it. Then it is possible to give up your obsession and let it take its proper place in your life. I feel guided back to this person, or this person who's people who are watching, who are working with the Bureau or working with any of these agencies, these time shift agencies, time travelers, time whatevers. They're saying it's possible to give up your obsession and let it take its proper place in your life. I'm feeling that yes, you may have been like, oh wow, I work for this society, this society. Yeah, some of you it's society. I work for this society, I work for this bureau, I'm here to protect, I'm here to this. Whatever it is that got you into that position, they're saying you're no longer bound by that. Think of that as you getting in your foot in the door, learning the grunt work, getting a paycheck, all sorts of stuff. But I'm seeing now it's time to move forward. It's time to move upward in your life, in your skill, in your level. Okay? Your power depends on your balanced use and understanding of time. Key word, balanced use. Boom. Balance. All right? Balance. So what does that tell me? If you are not, you know me, this is when I jump in. I'm always like, if you're not going to be in service to a higher power, the higher power that says, I'm here to give and to create for the, what's the word? Is it promulgation? No, maybe not. For the further giving and the further giving and creation and giving and creation and giving and creation and giving and creation of all those to come after me. I neither interfere nor, or why am I saying disfruit? Okay, I need to like keep a dictionary because these words come in. Disfrutar, does that mean anything? Anyway, whatever. That's neither here nor there, but it came through. I'm not here to take. Okay, easier. Okay, I'm not here to take. I'm not here to take from these people. I'm here to create. Okay, that's when you become part of the structure. You are, but not part of it. You weave and you help the structure. But you must be able to balance the ego. For whoever this reading is for, if this is for you, you're beyond that. Okay. Because usually when I do these readings for people and I give them the spiritual service that they're going to be, or tell them about the spiritual service they're going to be doing, it always comes with a warning, like, listen, don't mess up, don't get into the ego again, because that's when you get spun right out of this service. You have to learn, right? But I'm seeing for this person, God doesn't, you wouldn't get this key and be in this level. It would literally be shut to you if you have not balanced yourself. And that means you're not trying to make that quick buck. You're not trying to get the person back into your life. You're not trying to take and elevate yourself. It's not even about that anymore. It is for the sake of movement. You are being moved and you are creating, and that's all there is to it. And it's funny because these two cards, I'm afraid to move it because I don't want them to fall. Look at that. This person is tapped in, they're creating, but that energy is coming through them. They are not, they are the energy and they're not the originator of the energy, so it comes through them. And look at this, they're moving in it as well, right? So a lot of information about time today. So clearly, and I'm sorry, this is definitely for a lot of people, so just bear with me. Let me see if I'm going to go back if I can go back to the general reading, right? Yes, thank you, Spirit. They showed me this word. I just didn't even see it. Loyalty. Okay? Loyalty. At this level, you don't make it to this level if your loyalty is not to the divine. If your loyalty is not there, you're out. And that's all there is to it. You will never get that opportunity again if you, like, for example, like, it's one of those things where it's somebody comes to you and says, will you join us? Or will not even join you, because this is about you doing your thing, and it's either you have the spiritual metal, I wanted to say merit and metal, or you don't. And that's all there's to it. And that's something that is lifetimes, eons in the making and the preparation. And it's one of those things where if it doesn't happen for you this lifetime, well, you keep going, you keep honing your craft, but it's, okay? It's either you're ready for it or you're not, okay? So that being said, let's move on. Wow, like, what else is there? There's all this. Okay. Shift these cards. Excuse me. Let me take a sip. Okay, let's go. Okay. Sorry, let me just take a look at this, guys. Okay. Whoa, God, they're so good. All right. Mirroring. So this, let's look at it. This whole thing, look at the mirroring. 1, 2, 1, 2, right? I'm seeing that, a lot of times we try to make plans, especially making plans with other people, partnership, that's a 2, right? But I'm seeing there's going to be a transformation. You may be looking and planning and thinking that I have to do something to step into this. If you are, whatever your spiritual service is that's coming through for you, I feel that you don't have to wait for it. It will be born within you. This is not about waiting. It is like looking, seeking, and this and that. It's not. It's about it coming into being. So in a sense, it's like this feeling that you're going to come to an end of the seeking and the trying to apply your craft or your abilities or your this or your that, and you're just going to be. It's not even become, you're just going to be. So I'm seeing a transition shift. And how does that happen? Well, when this template takes in, right? And this template is you. It's you at the higher level. So don't worry about that energy being outside of you. It doesn't work that way for, you here. Mirroring here. Look at this person trapped. Look at all these swords. Look at this one sword here. This person is trapped in a sense. This is kind of like you being in this role, whatever this role is in life. But look at this, the King of Swords, taking control. It's kind of like Neo when they say, I feel like saying Neo just clicked for somebody, some guy watching was just like, oh, Neo, that this reading is for me. All right, it's kind of like Neo. Neo realized later in the end, as just as Morpheus said, that he realized that when the time is ready, you won't have to, what was it? What did he say? You won't have to dodge bullets. You just stop them. And that's what happened, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. It's complete and total control. Okay? Complete and total control. But again, like control here is not a control in a big C. Because I know this is a big king here, but it's not a control big C, like I'm controlling you, it's not that. It's total, what's the best word? It's total assumption of power or control over your craft. It's just something you can do. You've reached that state. You're no longer stuck in it and wondering this and that. Does that mean there's nothing left for you to learn? No. I mean, we're always learning, right? But they're saying, and I don't want to put myself on camera because I'm not camera ready. One day, guys, one day. But my hands are like this and it's pulled up to my face, my mouth, and it's covering it a little bit. They're saying that there is deepening compassion for this. It's not about learning more like about your craft. It'll turn to having compassion, and as I said, that it's compassion that comes onto the world. Amen. They're saying what spiritual service is. It's when the compassion for the world comes in and it comes through you, and it can come through you and work through you unhindered by ego, by all these other things that keep us in the lower mind, they say. Now, let's see this mirroring also. I'm seeing here that where, again, there was this double work, focusing on trying to attract people and where's my mate and this and that. It's you. You now are, it's moving into you being just, I don't know, in control. And who's more compassionate than the Queen of Cups? You know, who's more compassionate? Look at that. We have the King of Swords, Queen of Cups. Very nurturing woman, very logical, precise man. This is about balance, masculine, and then we have the feminine. This is balance, okay? So it's beautiful. Let's take a look here. Now, these two cards also mirror each other. There's a lot of mirroring because there's a lot of stepping into mastery here. There's stepping into balance with the divine and feminine. They're stepping into alignment with higher self, as we see with these templates here. And look at this. This tells me that there's going to be active and passive, right? There's going to be doing and being. There's going to be acting and listening. Look at her eyes, wide open, stick, ready to get up and do and be, and it's dynamic, it's fire. Here, she's quiet like the moon. Her eyes are closed. She's receiving, she's recording, right? Now, which one will be the one working? There's going to be balance. You're going to have to do both. But I see a lot of time spent here, especially for those of you working with time, making the time reparations, healing events, healing people, healing things like that. A lot of your work is spent quietly, literally sitting and moving that energy, moving in and out and through, as we see this guy doing, right? The master healing. Oh, excuse me, let me take another sip. Oh, cute. There are ants on mine. Well, there's an ant over there. Sometimes they're really adorable on these. Anyway, so we let them be. Okay, let's see this. I'm seeing just so much, I almost said so much, I want to say so much mirroring, and then the word so much mastery wanted to come out. Now, I do a lot of mastery readings, and in fact, my primary reading, like I said, I specialize in mastery, is called Stepping into Mastery. So if you're interested in that, head over to my Etsy page, and you can choose that. But I've never given a reading that was this high vibe. It's beyond. It's super beyond. and it's amazing. So I'm seeing, oh, I'm also hearing duality is mastered. Well, yeah, clearly masculine, feminine, logic, compassion, active, passive. You know, there's a lot of mastery being demonstrated here, and a lot of alignment with self, and a lot of duality being overcome. And anyway, I'm seeing here moving forward. So you're going to be moving forward. If you were ever feeling indecisive or fearful and whatnot, you're just in this place where you see it for what it is. It's fear, it's illusion. Take a look at these guys. Look at that. This guy's like shining the light. He's like, nah. No thanks. I know what that is. I'm not even going to mess with that. Bam, bye. A lot of us, we shine that light and we see something. He shines the light and he sees the illusion that is, whether it's time or whether it's fear or breakups or whatever, and he sees that it's nothing. When he looks with his real eyes, he sees that nothing's there. That's wisdom. That's wisdom, okay? I'm also being directed to say that for those of you for whom this resonates with, maybe there's a fear that, oh my God, I'm single, I'm living this hermit life. Am I going to be able to have a family? Oh my God, yeah, you can totally have a family and you can totally be married, have a house full of kids, but there will be times when you go inward. And you're so in that zone that you're, I almost said spirit, friends, and family, yeah. But also your physical family, they will understand that. They will understand that because that's just going to be who you are. They don't know you're moving mountains, right? Well, your spirit friends and family do. They know that, but because they're in spirit and they can see that you're doing something. But, you know, when you go, your family will know when you go to that garage, don't bother you. You can come in, and if you sit quietly, but, like, don't expect, you know. Maybe for some of you, you might bring a child into this. Maybe you might rear a child for the sake of passing on this knowledge. When I say rear a child, that sounds weird, but anyway, when you say rear a child, maybe that's a plan you made before that, like before you, like maybe there was a spirit that said, I must learn from you once you've mastered this, you know, and in the physical, of course, you'll have the child and blah, blah, blah. But you may, of course, that's going to take place, but maybe you're already doing this, and then you'll be like, oh, you know what? My child, who I've already had, shows promise. I will allow, and they keep asking me, they want to hang by my side. I will let them sit with me and see how they develop, if this is for them. And I just see that, because you're also a teacher, right? But this kind of learning doesn't take on 12 disciples, so to speak. It doesn't start a school. But if that's where you're being told to do, then it is what it is. You know what? Off camera, I have 3 cards that I set aside. They were at the bottom of the deck, and I'm sitting on them now. They were at the bottom of the deck, and I forgot about them, and I just feel guided to pull them in. Curiosity. I think for a lot of you you've been pulled in this direction. It doesn't matter what you were doing, who you were with. You've always felt this pulling, and now you're going to really feel this pull. And your curiosity is going to get the best of you, get the better of you. It's beautiful. So this leopard's going to turn around. Oh, leopard, cheetah, whatever. It's going to turn around and just walk straight there, and it's going to be open. It's just walk straight in. Star child, boom. No wonder, because I'm like hearing and feeling that star connection. It's very strong. In fact, take a look. This could also be, you know, very similar. And look at you. I'm seeing this as you. This could be about decision making, but I'm seeing here, this is you quieting the mind and going inward. This is just doing your work. Your work is not an active one where you're physically going here, rubbing 2 newts' tails together, or chanting and this and that, and like, it's literally going inward and doing your work. Okay? So let's continue. All right, where else are we? We are here. Above the hermit, we see the magician. Ah, look at that. Another mirroring. Active, passive, doing, receiving. He's pointing down. This is where he's going to be spending a lot of his time. Okay? So you're going to be working in the physical, but you're also going to be working on the inner as well. Oops, excuse me. And look at these last two cards. Ten of Cups. We love it. Happy home life. Oh. Temperance. What I'm seeing here is, thank you, Spirit. What I'm seeing here is this is for those, and Spirit's speaking through me at this time as well. These two cards are for those who came to this planet to work on some aspect of themselves for the bettering of humanity, right? This is the vision that they hold within their minds and their hearts and their energy fields, their energy bodies, whether or not they connect to that. And thank you, Spirit was also saying whether or not they commit to that. So that means that these are opportunities, but you can miss your calling for spiritual service if you're not of the mind to attend to it at that time, right? This, they're saying, is the card of celebration. Why? Because they know that they will win. They know that they and other people like them working to keep this structure called Earth, there it is in the background, can you guys see? Going, I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see, it's like, it looks like a city, a citadel of sorts, a city of gold. That's the Earth, that's this structure to keep it going. Whoever you are, right? And they come in all shapes and sizes, all colors, all forms, all species, all whatever. You never know who is doing what and who is in place to accomplish what. That's just all there is to it. So these two cards are recognizing the end result. They work for this, and they take pride knowing that they help to structure that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave you guys with this. Now, as I'm feeling here as I say this, that Spirit is calling you to service. I think this reading is, now I'm feeling this, is a call to service. So if you have made it to the end of this reading and you feel, yes, I want to step into this because I know what you're talking about, or I don't know what you're talking about, but I feel like it could be me on some level. Yes, I'm curious. Yes, bring me in. Then I feel that this is for you. I don't know. You can, of course, book a reading with me, the Stepping into Mastery reading, but you can always turn to your guides and say, all right, I'm ready. They're saying you can also activate it, thank you, Spirit, by having that imagination. Imagining what you can do without limitation. What would you like to do? What is it that you would want your superpower to be? What would you want your ability to be? And maybe some of you might be like, I don't know, I just want the ability that's best for me. Imagine yourself being happy, and that image is going to come to mind. Step into the mystery. Have that curiosity, step into the mystery, but know that you can also structure that future. It's beautiful, it's amazing. It's the structure of mystery, I guess. The mystery of the future. Anyway, thank you so much, you guys. Oh, I just looked and it said 52 minutes, 52 seconds. 7-7. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. I always I started this channel and I was like, oh, it'd be fun to do readings and blah, blah, blah. And, I've always said I'm not going to be worried about the ratings and the viewers and the likings and the blah, blah, blah. And that's why I never have comments enabled, because I just don't want to get caught up in all that. I mean, God bless, it works for a lot of other channels, but I'm just not there. But I decided to try and unlock the comments, but I might disable it again, we'll see. But anyway, I feel like the month of October, and obviously for you guys too, is going to see me start specializing in what I do, which is working with people who are going to be doing spiritually based things. And so I feel like my channel is going to be changing a lot. But if you feel this message is for you, keep checking back, because I do have that tab on my page my channel, which has to do with spiritual service. So if you go there and you feel like something is interesting to you or calls to you, you can watch it, take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't be put off by the star signs, because this reading was supposed to be for Cancer, right? But like now I have to open it to whoever. I find I have to keep doing that. So I feel like Spirit is going to gently probably move me away from doing more the love readings and all that. But anyway, we'll see. Let's just stay focused. All right. So thank you so much, dear watcher, whoever's watching and listening, and mwah, I love you, and I hope that this resonates with you. And if not, oh my God, dip into the sea of YouTube videos. I do it, you do it, they do it, we all do it, because it's just so entertaining, and there's some really great people out there. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.